I've got an urgent market alert for you as BTC is holding its ground, but the alts are starting to slide. An update in regards to Monday's vote, 14 months in jail, and
I say lots of naughty things, so here's your warning.
and happy Saturday to y'all. And if you're sitting there going, bro, it's not Saturday, well, that's your fault because you didn't hit the notification bell to get the news when it's hot, spicy, naughty, and relevant. You also should probably hit the sub button so we can beat Papa John. But before we get into the crypto news, like the market alert I got for you, we got to do your comments. Yes, because you, the viewer, matter most. Jim Miller says, I get what you're saying about taking care of us. Yeah, you, the customer. We appreciate it, no doubt. But if you can't take care of yourself, you can't take care of others. Delivering this from a medical perspective. I appreciate it. And I am taking care of myself. Don't worry. I do take care of myself. Bobby Bethea dropping support on the channel. And I love the doggy picture. Who doesn't love the doggies? Thank you for the support, and I greatly appreciate it. What else do I got for you? D.I. Wellcraft says, oh, and I love the boats out there. Dropping more support on the channel because you never shill, girlfriend. I don't shill. I bring you the news, whether it's good, bad, happy, or sad. And what do you see up on the screen? You see Bitcoin essentially going sideways while the alts are peeling back. And who's peeling back the charge, or who's leading the peeling back of the charge? It's Pi coin. Down 20% in the last 24 hours. Pump and dump, yes. Bitcoin's in at 103,181. ETH is 2485. BNB is at 642, while Sol's at 167. ADA's at 76 cents, while XP's at 234. We're going to talk XRP a lot at the end. Why? Breaking through the support. The alts are losing it while BTC is keeping it. But first, the Senate will make history and pass the Genius Stablecoin Bill Act next week, says Senator Bill Haggerty. Friday, there was a statement released with co-sponsor Kristen Gillibrand. Let's get to that statement. Why? Because everything you're seeing in this video, it's linked down below. This is coming from Bill Haggerty's Senate page. So what he said, next week, the Senate will make history when we debate and pass the Genius Act that establishes the first ever pro-growth regulatory framework payment for stablecoins. This bill will cement the U.S. dollar dominance, protect customers, increase demand for U.S. treasuries, and assure that innovation in the digital asset space is in the hands of the Los Estados Unidos and not our adversaries. Now, Gillibrand jumped in and said this. Stablecoins are already playing an important role in the digital economy, and it's essential that the U.S. enact legislation that protects consumers while also enabling responsible innovations. The Bipartisan Genius Act will provide regulatory clarity to this important industry, keep innovation onshore, add robust consumer protection, and reaffirm the dominance of the U.S. dollar. The crafting of this bill has been a true bipartisan effort, and I'm optimistic we can pass it in the upcoming days. By the way, this is revision number 7. Yes, number 7. Okay, so procedurally, this is how it goes. They're going to vote for cloture on Monday night. What essentially that means is it goes to the floor for the debate. Once it goes through debate, then they will vote on the bill itself. I will see about doing a live stream on it. It would be pretty late, though. I'll see what happens. Let me see what goes on scheduling-wise on Monday. Either way, if the vote happens late, you know the deal. I'll give you a recap video on it, let you know what happens. These altcoins plunge hard, but BTC maintains its 103 price. Now, here's the deal. Look I got the altcoin season index chart, okay? Look at this, okay? And what we're paying attention to right now is this line right here, okay? This orange line. On the 9th of May, which was not long ago, everyone, we're talking like a week ago, we had the altcoins roaring, the highest we have seen in a long time. We are at altcoin season index of 43, and now we've slid all the way down to 22, almost in half, everyone. So essentially, what does that mean? It means this. BTC is holding its gains better than the rest of the market. In fact, our favorites, okay, and this is over a 90-day rolling average, a lot of our favorites like XRP down 14% in 90 days, HBAR down 15%, XLM down 16%. Well, over the last 90 days, BTC is up 5.9%. So there's only this many right here you can see up on the screen beating BTC over the last 90 days. But look at how many. Yo, gosh, I could keep scrolling. Oh, poop stick. That's how many are getting beat by BTC. So what's happening right now is BTC is maintaining the gains while the alts are struggling. And if it keeps going the way that it's going like this, we're going to have even more pressure put on the alts. This is that store of value play. Now, the problem here, though, is that the volume overall for the market is still strong for the weekend in terms of volume. $103 billion. The issue is this. Watch what happens when I click on BTC, okay? I'm going to go to BTC volume right here. The volume is 42 billion for BTC, meaning 42% of the volume of the market is BTC alone. Go to XRP for volume and we get what, everyone? 3.2 billion, which is still good for the weekend. That's still good, okay? A little less than what my target of 3.5 billion is, but we're still pretty close. Softness, though, of the alts. Here's another big issue. We're seeing ETH pull back really strong. Yeah, this isn't good either, everyone. ETH's volume down 15% in the last 24 hours. XRP's volume down 40%. BTC's, yeah, you see my point? So, what's happening right now? Players are going to the safe haven digital asset of BTC, while the I can't talk, I'll leave that in because I make a mistake too. While the alts are bleeding, the markets are rotating. Now, institutional money still flowing in. Is it as much as we've seen in previous weeks? No, but money is still flowing in, which is a good thing for us. In terms of dominance for BTC, 62% dominance for BTC, followed by Ethereum at 9.2%, and the rest of the market is sitting at 28%. Perps are good at 691 billion, with futures starting to slow down a little bit at 3.9 billion. Let's take a look at ETH, the 1 month chart. You can see ETH really roared from that 1750, got way up on there to 2700, pulled back a bit. XRP 1 month chart looked pretty good right around that $2 mark, pumped up to the 260 mark, has pulled back. What are we seeing with XRP? Profit taking, everyone. What's going on? You're seeing the Japanese yen pairing. What's going on there? They're selling off. Now, what are we also noting? The Korean won pairing is starting to slide. They like buying the dips, and this dip is not low enough for them yet to buy. So what I'm going to pay attention to is when they start buying, that's going to tell me that we're near the bottom. So the fact that the volume is low on the Korean won pairing is telling me that no, we have not hit the bottom yet for XRP on this particular move. Now, let's zoom into the candlesticks for you. And remember, my job is to bring you the news, good or bad, happy or sad, not hopium BS. Look at this. This is telling you exactly what we've been talking about. Profit taking 2 times right here. Look at the candlestick right here on the 12th of May and this one right here on the 14th of May. Both times, as soon as XRP hit right around that 265 market was like, yo, we're selling off, we're taking profits. The first time the market took profits got us to 243. The second time, well, look, we just keep on going down, down, down. Now, earlier, we did get a little bit of support here early in the morning, right around the low at 231. We did bump up right from that point, but now we're on another downtrend. The issue we got is this, though, everyone. Look at BTC as a whole. BTC is essentially sideways over the last 7 days, while the rest of the market is what? Sliding deeper and deeper into the red. That is not what we want to see. In fact, look at this. Look at the meme sector right here. Your Doge, your SHIB, your PayPay, all down some big numbers. Filecoin down big as well. Render down 7%. I talked already about Pi coin. Look at that, breaking that 70 cent mark right here. This is not what we want to see. Even HBAR showing it. Ondo seen it as well, down 6%. Market right now rotating in to BTC as the safe haven play within the digital asset sector. Why? The market is expecting some volatility going into next week's what, everyone? Next week's vote with the stablecoin bill. Will they have the votes to get it through cloture to then get a floor debate? Well, we're going to have to wait and see on Monday. But right now, the market is telling us they don't think they have the votes, even though Haggerty and Gillibrand are saying, yeah, we do. Oh yeah, and you remember in the beginning of the video how I said the dude got 14 months in jail? Well, you remember when they had that SIM swap attack and they said, yo, the BTC ETF was approved, and remember, the whole like QFA thing, and basically the guy went in and he was able to get the whole like card thing, the dupe phone? Yeah. Dude got 14 months. The guy's name is Counsel. Last name was Counsel. Yeah, it was sentenced to 14 months. But I want everyone to pay particular attention to the fact that the alts did roar for a bit here, but then we saw a massive amount of profit taking. Now, for everyone who's new to the market, this is totally normal, and we see this time and time again. The market goes up, we print some green candlesticks, and then players are like, yo, we gotta take the profit-a-roni and put some green in our pockets. And then what do? They rotate into stables, and you watch the stablecoin market cap go up, and then they rotate into BTC, and you watch BTC's dominance just stay right there. And then you see the price of BTC stay right there. What's interesting about it is BTC's been holding between 103 and 105 on this latest move. And yet our favorites, though, haven't been holding. And I don't mean to rip on Pi, but Pi is a great example of what you're seeing in the market. Pumperonis, dumperonis, not stableronis at all. And in fact, look at the rest of the alts. Look at ETH touching some good support at that 2700, and then it loses it, right? Look at Ondo pumping hard and then going on down. XRP touches 265 a couple times here in the last few weeks and then selling off as well. It doesn't mean that any of these things are bad. It's just how the market is being played right now. These bigs out there, they get their 15, 20, 25% profits, and then they sell it off and rotate it into the safer haven plays. Now, on Monday, will we have enough votes? I frickin' honestly don't know. I mean, we lost two votes of support from the Republicans, but the two Republicans that we lost support on, it appears that they fixed those details, so we should get those two back. Now, the 9 Democrats that we lost the support on, oh man, I don't know. But I'm going to be watching, all right? And if the schedule looks legit, maybe we'll do a live stream on it. If at not, it doesn't work out, at minimum, I will at least bring you a video to cover the details and the news that happens in regards to that. So either way, hit that notification bell so you don't miss out. By the way, you made it to the weekend. Happy Saturday. If you made it to this far in the video, you are an absolute legend and a true fan of news and the channel. So I appreciate it. Choo-choo what? Well, it is Saturday. I am going to work out. So it's choo-choo bitches or biznachos.